Morning everyone. I hope you all are staying healthy at your places. So in today's English class, we are going to cover topic of EPB modals. These are two units in our EPB, modal 1 and modal 2, but we will cover in this single video. So modals are also pronounced as models. Both pronunciation are correct. You can pronounce it as models or you can pronounce it as modals. Actually, modals are nothing, they are auxiliaries, means helping verbs. Yes, they are helping verbs. We have two kinds of helping verb actually. One kind is primary verbs like is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. These all are primary auxiliaries. Actually, they help the main verb as well as sometimes they tell the state of being. But modal auxiliaries are those helping verbs. These are those helping verbs which express the mood of the speaker. Yes, they express the mood of the speaker. Means how the speaker is speaking. What is his attitude or what is her attitude. कि sometimes we have to request somebody or we have to give advice to somebody or suggestion to somebody. Sometimes we are promising to somebody. So at that time we have to show our attitude कि we are requesting somebody very politely or just we are giving advice, how our attitude is. So modal auxiliaries help the speaker to express their mood, to express their attitude. So modals are those helping verbs which express the mood of the speaker, how the speaker is talking, what is his attitude. They express ability, possibility, permission, sometimes request or sometimes willingness, means the speaker is willing to do something or not, or the speaker is giving suggestion about something, duty, moral duty, obligations, intention. Sometime the speaker is giving prohibition, compulsion, like you have to do this is compulsory task. So speaker has to keep to express, to show the mood of his tone of his speaking, but what he wants to convey to the listener. So modals or modal auxiliaries help to express the mood of the speaker. Some of the very common modal auxiliaries are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to, used to, need, dare, etc. Here I have written etc. because next auxiliaries we are not going to cover in your syllabus. Though we are not going to cover in your syllabus, the last one which I have written here, ought to, used to, need, dare, etc. We are going to cover only can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would and must. These are the modal auxiliaries which are given in your modal 1 and modal 2 unit. So you have to remember some basic rules about modal auxiliaries. कि modal auxiliaries are always used with the base form of the verb. Now you know very well what is the base form of the verb. Yes, first form of the verb is called base form of the verb. So with modal auxiliaries, because modal auxiliaries do not run on their own, but primary auxiliaries, you know very well ki is, am, are, has, have, had, we can use without main verb also when they are telling the state of being, like I'm a queen, he's a boy. Here no main verb is used, but still we are using the helping verbs, but they are primary helping verbs. But modal auxiliaries can't use without main verb. They always come with the main verb. And which form of the main verb we use? We use the base form, means which we always use first form of the verb with modal auxiliaries, and they are not affected by the number or gender of the subject. Means while using the primary auxiliaries, like you use has with he and she, and with I and we you use have. So they change, primary auxiliaries change according to the You have seen a number and person of the pronoun, but modal auxiliaries do not affected by the number or gender of the subject. Means we can use can, like we can use I can, or he can, or she can, or you can. With all the person pronouns or number or gender we can use, so they are not affected by the number or gender of the subject. So keep it in your mind always. Always modal auxiliaries, use always modal auxiliary with the first form of the verb. So while doing editing, it may ki I'll give you some errors and you have to pick out the error. So keep remember ki always use first form of the verb with modal auxiliaries. Now we will do one by one their uses, where we use can and could. First, which I am taking, can, modal auxiliary. So can is used to show ability, means capacity of a person, of a bird, of an animal. Ki if you want to show somebody's ability or your ability, so you can use can. And to show possibility as well as permission. But permission here I have written informal permission, means if you are permitting someone who is your friend or your relative or your known, who is your mother or brother or father, sister or cousin, means with whom you have a personal relationship, there you will use can to show their to show the permission. If you are giving permission or if you are taking permission, you can use can. Here to make it more simplify, I can say if you are seeking permission from your mama or papa or your brother, sister, or any from any of your friend, you can for seeking permission from them you can use can. But where you have to keep your tone formal, like with your teachers or somebody else with whom you have to keep your tone formal, there you will use may. So this is the basic difference between can and may. Both are used for taking or seeking or granting permission, but the tone is formal, and the basic difference is can is more informal than may. Here one by one I have taken examples. For ability, means to show capacity of someone, if he or she is able to do something, so you can use can. But for showing the present ability, you have to keep it in mind. अगर उसकी present की ability if you are showing, like I can lift the heavy box, here you have ability to lift a heavy box, so you are showing your ability. I can swim, I can speak English, I can write French, but if you are showing the present ability, means the ability is in present, you will use can. Then second is permission, and you can sit in my lawn. Here you are giving permission to someone who is who is having a personal relationship with you, like your friend. ठीक है. और इन इनफॉर्मल सेटिंग, लाइक आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन यू कि योर मदर, ब्रदर, सिस्टर, cousin, anybody who is in your relation. So for giving permission or for seeking permission to somebody who is in your informal relation, you can use can. Then possibility, he can come anytime. if you are showing somebody's कि वो कोई भी आ सकता है, it can rain today, if you are showing possibility, so there you can use can. And always and also remember, I'm not explaining all the rules, because for class 5 आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग, जितना आप समझ सकते हो अभी मैं उतना ही एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ. आई एम नॉट टेकिंग ऑल द रूल्स. जैसे आप ग्रो करोगे, व्हेन यू विल गो टू योर सीनियर क्लासेस, तो वहाँ पे आप कुछ और डिटेल भी पढ़ोगे. आई एम नॉट एक्सप्लेनिंग एवरीथिंग फॉर क्लास 5. Then the next modal auxiliary is could. Could is the past form of can. तो यहाँ से पहला तो पॉइंट हमें क्लियर हो जाता है कि एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू कि फॉर प्रेजेंट एबिलिटी यू विल यूज़ कैन. बट इफ़ यू हैव टू शो योर पास्ट एबिलिटी और समबडीज पास्ट एबिलिटी, कि उसकी जो ये एबिलिटी थी वो पास्ट में थी, उसकी जो कैपेसिटी थी वो पास्ट में थी, देयर यू विल यूज़ कुड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई कुड स्विम व्हेन आई वॉज 5. जब मैं 5 साल की थी तो मैं तैर सकती थी. I could walk. I could speak when I was 2 years old. So ability in the past. Here from was you can easily judge ki the abilities of past. And for polite request, you also use could you lend me some money for 2 days. For polite request we will also use will, we will also use would, but the basic difference is एक दूसरे से ये थोड़े ज़्यादा polite होते जाते हैं. कुड से ज़्यादा पोलाइट विल हो जाता है, विल से ज़्यादा पोलाइट वुड हो जाता है. सो मॉडल ऑक्सिलरीज का बेसिक्स जो है आपको यही ध्यान रखना है कि टोन जो है दे रिफ्लेक्ट द टोन ऑफ द स्पीकर. देन मे एंड माइट. Now may is used to express permission. While explaining can, I have already told you कि if you are seeking or taking permission, if you are keeping your tone formal, as I have told you कि अगर if you are talking to your teacher, so if you are talking to your mother you can speak like this, mama can I sit here. But if you are taking permission from your teacher with whom you are keeping your tone formal, there you will say ma'am, may I sit here. So that will be more correct while talking to a teacher. This is the basic difference. So may is used to express permission, but it is formal permission. And then possibility, but that which possibility, in possibility मैंने वहाँ भी possibility लिखा था, but if you are talking about a factual possibility like there are clouds, it may rain, तो ये factual है कि अगर clouds है तो बादल होगी, that is a factual possibility. So there you will use may rather than using can. And then purpose and for prayer or wish, these are very common sentences which you generally use. May you live long, may you bless with the son. So you know very well for prayer and wish we always use may. So may I come in sir, permission. We can also use can I come in sir for permission, but can is informal and may is formal. It may rain today. It may rain today means if I have seen clouds in the sky, that is a factual possibility कि clouds हैं तो बारिश हो सकती है. तो rather than using can, I will use may. लेकिन जैसे यहाँ जो मैंने एग्जाम्पल लिया है तो आई कैन राइट ऑल्सो इट कैन रेन टूडे. एग्जामिनर कांट मार्क इट रोंग. But when you will do practice, I'll send you some practice worksheet. So according to sentence, you will easily judge ki where you have to use can or may. And then to show purpose, we eat so that we may live. Why we eat? To live. So what is the purpose of eating? To live. So if you want to show the purpose, you will use may. Then for prayer or wish, as I have told you earlier, may you live long, may you bless with the son, may you get good marks. And then we are taking the another modal auxiliary, that is might, and might is the past form of may. And might is also used for possibility. Then will and would. Will and shall both denote simple future tense also. Will, you know very well, for second and third person pronoun we use will. So to show and to denote simple future tense we use will. First uses to make simple future tense, and then to show promise, threat, certainty, determination, willingness and request. If you are showing your promise to someone, I'll help you means आप promise कर रहे हो, तो जैसे simple future tense में लिखते हैं we can use here you can see कि मैंने I के साथ shall नहीं use किया, because अगर in simple future tense if you are showing your promise, if you are doing a promise to someone, so with first person pronoun अगर आप promise कर रहे हो तो shall की बजाय you will use will. Then if you are giving a warning to someone, I'll punish him if he doesn't behave properly. You can see here कि मैंने I के साथ सब जगह will लगाया, जबकि हम simple future tense में we tell you कि with I and first person pronoun we use shall. But if you are doing promise or threat or certainty, determination, willingness, request, there you will use will rather than using shall. I will punish him if he doesn't behave properly. I will see the Taj Mahal next week. Here you have shown that certainty ki next week you are going to visit Taj Mahal. Then determination, if you are showing your pakka irada, I will do as I like. देन विलिंगनेस, आई विल लेंड यू माई पेन, यहाँ पे आप विलिंगनेस शो कर रहे हो एज ए स्पीकर कि मैं तुम्हें अपना पेन लेंड करने दूंगा. देन इफ़ यू आर डूइंग अ रिक्वेस्ट टू समवन, देन विल यू ओपन द डोर. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि कुड जो है विल से कम पोलाइट है, देन विल इज़ पोलाइट, देन वुड इज़ मोर पोलाइट. सो आपको जैसी टोन रखनी है, यू विल यूज़ द मोडाल. देन वुड इज़ द पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ विल. And for more polite requests rather than doing a request, आप polite तो हो तो there you can use will, but अगर if you are keeping your tone more polite, then आप और भी ज़्यादा आप अपनी tone को polite रख रहे हो, there you will use would. तो sentence में एक बड़ी easy सी इसमें recognition होती है. अगर please लगाया है तो आप will की बजाय would use कर लो. Desire, if you are expressing your desire and to express your willingness in the past, हमने will में भी देखा willingness, but if you are expressing your willingness in the past, you will use their would. Would you please give me a pen? देखा ना, मैंने यहाँ please लगा दिया. तो अगर आप please देख लो तो उसका मतलब हम जो अपनी tone है हम more polite रख रहे हैं, तो there you will use would. Then to show your desire, I wish he would reach here soon. While doing conditionals, also I told you कि if I wish I were, then I would. If I were a doctor, I would serve all the patients free of cost. So if you are expressing your desire, there you will use would. And to express willingness in the past, she said that she would help me. She said that. Now it's a past tense. She would help me. अगर आप किसी के past willingness को show कर रहे हैं, there you will use would. Then shall, first use you know very well, to show, to denote simple future with first person pronoun and with second person. लेकिन अगर अब देखो मैंने वहाँ पर फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ अगर प्रॉमिस शो किया था तो मैंने यूज़ किया विल. वैसे जब हम आपको सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस सिखाते हैं, हम कहते हैं कि विद फर्स्ट पर्सन प्रोनाउन यू विल यूज़ शैल, एंड विद सेकेंड एंड थर्ड पर्सन प्रोनाउन यू विल यूज़ विल. लेकिन जब हम एज ए मोडाल ऑक्सिलरी का यूज़ हम सीख रहे थे, तो आई हैड टेकन ऑल द एग्जाम्पल starting with I, जहाँ where I have taken first person pronoun, but to show promise, willingness, determination, I used will. Because अगर आप फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ will लगा रहे हो, उसका मतलब you are showing your promise. And ऐसे ही अगर if you are showing promise to someone and you are using you can use shall with the second person pronoun. टू शो कंपल्शन, यू शेल हैव अ हॉलीडे. उल्टा हो गया ना, फ्यूचर टेंस में जो हम आपको सिखाते हैं उससे उल्टा ही हो गया. यू शेल हैव ए हॉलीडे टुमारो. तो यहाँ पे प्रॉमिस करते वक्त हमने शेल यूज़ कर दिया विद सेकेंड पर्सन प्रोनाउन, और फर्स्ट पर्सन प्रोनाउन में हमने यूज़ कर दिया विल. अगर हम विल लगा रहे हैं तो फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ आप उल्टा हो गया, मतलब फर्स्ट पर्सन प्रोनाउन के साथ हम शैल लगाते हैं और यहाँ हमने लगा दिया विल, और अगर सेकंड पर्सन के साथ हम विल लगाते हैं तो यहाँ हमने लगा दिया शैल. एंड कंपल्शन, जैसे यू शैल कम टू स्कूल एट नाइट, वैसे यू के साथ हम विल लगाते हैं, लेकिन मैं कंपल्शन कर रही हूँ कि आज रात को तुम्हें स्कूल आना पड़ेगा, तो मैंने कंपल्शन के लिए मैंने क्या लगा दिया, शैल. तो बड़ा ईजी सा रूल है. Then should is the past form of shall, and should is used to express moral duty of the speaker. If the speaker is giving advice to the listener, and used with conjunction lest. Conjunctions are the words which are used to join two words or two sentences, like and, but, or. So one of the conjunction is lest. So if less conjunction is used in a sentence, there you will use should. And with conjunction lest, actually should is used to express the purpose. What is the purpose of the speaker, why he is talking, why he is giving the advice. For example, first we will take the example of moral duty. We should help the needy. Now it's a moral duty कि we should help the needy. And then advice, we should obey our elders. If you are giving advice to someone कि you should obey your elders, you will use should. Then used with conjunction lest, and जब लेस्ट के साथ आता है तो एक्सप्रेस करता है स्पीकर के स्पीकिंग का पर्पस. वॉक केयरफुली लेस्ट यू शुड फॉल. Walk carefully. Now the speaker is giving advice to someone, to listener, कि walk carefully. Here less conjunction was used to join these. Walk carefully एक हमारा imperative sentence था, phrase था, उसके साथ मैंने join करने के लिए I use yes, and there I have used the modal auxiliary should. The last one is must, to express compulsion. Now advice we have used in should, but if you are emphasizing on your advice, if you are putting emphasis on the advice, here should with moral duty and must again for moral duty. But वही बात है कि difference between should and must कि यहाँ you give more emphasis on the duty, you give more emphasis on the advice, then you will use must. जहाँ पर इस तरीके की कंपल्शन हो जाती है ना कि somebody can be charged, somebody can be fined, so there you will use must. And prohibition you have very commonly seen कि don't park your car here, don't bring your pets here. तो जहाँ prohibition होता है वहाँ पे sometimes एक जो punishment का एक fine लगने का डर होता है, तो वहाँ पर हमें we should use must. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अ पुलिसमैन मस्ट वियर हिज यूनिफॉर्म, ये तो अब कंपल्शन ही है. इफ़ वो ड्यूटी पर है, पुलिसमैन है, तो ही मस्ट वियर हिज यूनिफॉर्म. यू मस्ट नॉट टेल ए लाई, कि हम एक एडवाइस तो कर रहे हैं लेकिन बड़ा एम्फेसिस करके. द सेंटेंस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट, यू शुड नॉट टेल ए लाई, बट इफ़ अगर आप किसी को एम्फेसिस करके बोल रहे हो कि आपको झूठ तो बोलना ही नहीं चाहिए, तो आप यूज़ करेंगे मस्ट. देन ड्यूटी, मॉरल ड्यूटी वी कैन यूज़ शुड एज वेल एज मस्ट, बट it is more you are giving more compulsion, you are giving more emphasis on the duty. And then prohibition, you must not go without permission, you must not park your car here, you must not bring your pets here. So these were the modal auxiliaries. We have covered both the units here, model 1 and model 2. I hope you all have understood very well.